Welcome to the Buzz on Business. My name's Christine Stump. I'm a director with the Brunswick Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm also a CPA with Advantage Tax and Accounting Solutions. We're here today to talk to a couple of our local businesses. Stay tuned and we'll be right back with our first guest. Welcome back to the Buzz on Business. We're here with Mamie Grunow and Dave Goodyear from the Brunswick Area Historical Society. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
Would you guys like to start out with telling us a little bit about yourselves?
Sure. I'm Mamie Grunow, and I have lived in Brunswick for 57 years. My family grew up here. I've always been interested in history, and that's why I have worked diligently for the Brunswick Area Historical Society.
Nice. Dave?
Yeah, Dave Goodyear. Live at Spring Mist Farms. I'm lucky enough to own that. My parents before me. So I'm already raising well, I've raised 2 children and I've got 1 yet in school.
Oh, really?
And so we're totally interested, of course, in our community and our town through the Historical Society.
So how long's your family been in Brunswick? Before
way
Brunswick?
Back, late 40s, early
Okay.
50s, way back.
Okay, great. So you guys are here to talk about the Brunswick Historical Society, Brunswick Area Historical Society. Where would you like to start with that? Tell us about how that began.
I wasn't in on the beginning of it, but it started with about the time of the sesquicentennial was when the city decided, or the community decided, that we really needed to do something about a historical society to preserve our heritage. And it was formed at that time when you don't have a property or a place to meet or a program, it's very difficult to keep an organization going. Therefore, it kind of languished for any number of years. In 1992, I believe it was, several people from the communities went to the city and said, we need to do something. We need to regenerate this. And the city started looking for a property, a home for the Historical Society. And in the process found eventually what we call Heritage Farm. And it is a farmstead. It is appropriate for Brunswick because Brunswick was farms. It was a farming community originally. It had no railroad, it had no scenic river running through it, it had no mountains, it had no courthouse. It was just simply a farming community. And this is what all Brunswick was, so you can come and look at the Brunswick Area Historical Society's Heritage Farm and see what Brunswick used to look like.
Interesting. Do you want to add anything to that, Dave?
No, it's very important, the work that those ahead of me in the organization, such as Mamie, who is our curator, and it's so important to our community to have this place, and lucky enough to have people like her and several of the others that we have. Our nucleus is a very talented group of people totally dedicated, just like Mamie, to the organization, which in turn is dedicated to our community, which is very important.
Yes, yes. So what's going on at Heritage Farms lately?
Well, since Brunswick has helped Brunswick celebrate its 200th this year, it has participated in a lot of that. There are many other things coming up. Farmers Market, it will start on June 14th on Sunday from 11 to 3. and come and join if you would like to sell something. If you have would like to participate that way, or just come and be a spectator, buy some vegetables, listen to some music, have some food, and that is the way that
Farmers market.
farmers market.
So how do you sustain the heritage farms and the Brunswick Area Historical Society?
Well, it's by members' donations, grants. The city owns the property.
Okay.
It is leased to the Brunswick Area Historical Society, the farmstead, and all of the buildings are still there. We have been in the process of restoring the house. It has had a new foundation put under it. It has had a new roof. It has had new siding, a new furnace and air conditioning, but it's still an old 1850s, mid 1850s house.
With air conditioning.
With air conditioning.
Nice.
We couldn't have been doing any of this stuff that Mamie's mentioned, not remodeling, but restoring, without the community's backing. Donations, different businesses that have done so much to help us, or to help themselves as such, because they're all part of our community.
Right.
We've gotten a few grants, like Mrs. Grunow said, and the donations from various people through our Save the Farm efforts. Like I say, some of these businesses have just jumped in and really given us great prices, donations, complete donations, free of charge.
Really?
So the organizations in our community, I can't name them now because now if our vice president was here, Sam Boyer, she'd be able to rattle off all of them probably. But I can't. But there are so many of our organizations, from our school kids, from the Honor Society.
National Honor Society has come and painted.
Wow.
And churches and all different organizations that have come in and have helped and have pledged their continuation. There's things that just the week ago, last Saturday, I believe it was, some organization came in and they were teaching people from not only our town, but Canada. We had a couple of men from Canada, I understand, on how to restore the stones at the cemetery.
Oh.
And they were using our organization as the host.
Nice.
And the people know we need the Historical Society. They're there for the Historical Society. And yeah, we are not too loud in the community. I should get louder in that manner. But it's so important. And we meet once a month. And we could always stand more people to join the nucleus. But
So how would they get in contact with you if they were interested?
well, we're listed in the phone book.
Okay, phone book.
Well,
You have a
okay,
website?
on your computers, okay.
We have a website.
What's a phone book?
There's, well, I'm not into the computer stuff. I'm an old guy. But,
What's your web address?
We do have a website. We do have a email.
Okay.
I can't tell you what it is, to be honest
You
with
have
you.
a Facebook page also,
Yes.
too.
Yeah, we've got all that stuff.
Okay, so you're easy to find. You just do a search for Brunswick
So,
Area
but
Historical.
the organization is great. The people, the nucleus that we have, and by nucleus I mean those that attend all the meetings, and because we have On the membership roll, I believe there's a couple hundred last time something like
Nice.
that. And you know, we could always stand more. The money for dues, the donations, we've got so many other things we'd like to do down at the homestead to make things better, to be able to show more to our people. Mamie has had for several years a beautiful program going into the schools. She gets dressed up in her 1800s costume, and she takes several of the artifacts that we have down at the homestead to the schools. Our school system has backed us. Mamie has been to the little kids that I know of, and then you get the senior high with the Honor Society helping out. They've been down at the farm helping. I really shouldn't be saying too much, because if I name people or name organizations, I'm going to miss them.
Right.
And just the point is that our community, you know, the old people, the new people, the young people, whatever. We've got the best community around, in my mind. Of course, I'm a little prejudiced, but we can stand more help, always stand more money. Everybody can on that.
Right.
But you know, we're trying to let everybody see what we do have. We're our town. Even somebody that moved in here last week, this is now their home.
Right.
And this means that every day we are creating history in our community. And we want to be able to sustain that. And it's just, to me, it's very, very important that we do this kind of work.
Yes, it is. It is very
And
important.
thank goodness that we have people like the nucleus we have. Mamie, Sam, Donnie Weiland, who has headed up the what do we call it? Rebuilding, the restoration of our buildings. Thank goodness we have all these people who I don't even know their names of some of the people many of the people who have been donating their time in painting the corn crib, in cleaning out the tool shed. Just we've just got a great community. There's no other way around
One
it.
of the things I love about Brunswick is the way everybody pulls
Right.
together and
Cooperates.
volunteers. Yeah.
And like I say, it doesn't matter whether they've been here a week or, you know, 150 years, whatever.
Right. Is there anything else that you would like to let the viewers know about the Brunswick Area Historical Society?
We're always open to more members.
Okay.
Whether you can come and volunteer or whether you just want to be a sustaining member. Young people, I tell the children that I talk to, generally talk with the third graders, and Linda Scarcella is taking over as I've gotten older and think I can't do it anymore. She's, last year, Linda Scarcella did it, and I generally tell the third graders, you don't know who you are until you know where you came from. So learn about your community and learn about your history of your family and your community, and you'll know yourself.
Wonderful.
Now,
Thank you.
This fall we have, or late summer, we've got, in conjunction with our 200th birthday, which so many groups have joined in on, and
Right.
you know, we're all celebrating. Why we're having a tour of the community, pointing out many old spots in town. That would be on our website and that
Okay.
stuff, face page or whatever you call it and all. But this will be a pretty neat tour. We've hired Lolly the trolley to take the people around. Your price includes even a box lunch.
Oh,
And it's going to be pretty neat, showing some of the old spots in town, the old houses, you know, I guess to be pointing out where some of the brickyards were, because we had many different brickyards
Really?
in the old days.
Do you know what the date of this is?
To be honest with you, I forgot. Maybe
So we
you
can look it
remember.
up on the
August
website.
29th.
Okay,
There
August
you go.
29th.
And
Great.
it's a Saturday.
Great.
It's a Saturday, and you will go with the Lolly the Trolley, and you will have a directed tour. Someone will tell you about the places that you are to see. And there are some places that you will get out and go in and have part of a program in there.
Oh, very nice.
And one of those is Brunswick United Methodist Church, which is the oldest church in town. And we will have Jacob Ward, its founder, as doing a presentation.
Very nice. Nice.
Linda Scarcella's headed up that and doing a great job on that. I mean, you know, it just we even have members who are related to the people who last farmed our homestead.
Really?
They're active. Ernie and Catherine Diver, and they're very active within the organization. And if I remember right, it was Ernie's uncle and aunt.
I
believe. I don't know which one was the blood relation, but aunt and uncle, same thing. And they're involved with us, heavy workers. Once again, it's Brunswick working, and
Right.
you know, you just it's our hometown, and
Yes.
it's the best town to be in my book.
I believe that too. Well, thank you both very much for joining us, and I look forward to that trip on August 29th.
Thank you for having us. We
You're welcome.
appreciate it.